What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going back to just some more Love Don't Judge, and let me show you the title of this one real quick, bro. It's titled, I Married a 26-year-old who's jailed for life. Love Don't Judge. Now, why? Okay, I don't understand the context. Did you marry him when he was in jail? Or were you already married to him before he got put in jail? I don't know. We finna find out. I'm assuming because of the title, she means she married him when he was in jail, which okay, you know what? Let's just watch the video, man.
My name is Martriana, and I got back with my man after he went to jail. He has a...
Oh, I got back with my man after he went in jail. Okay, here we go.
We don't know when he's getting out.
Life sentence? You don't know when he's getting out? Girly, newsflash, he's in there for life. That's what a life sentence means, bro. Okay. Now, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. Could you get out of a life sentence when the judge, you know, ruled you guilty for life? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, but I don't think so.
Imagine waiting, and when he gets out, you get cheated on and left. I'm sure his bunk buddy is...
Facts, that'd be crazy.
Draws every night.
I'm sure his bunk buddy is in them draws every... Oh, what the fuck, yo? Okay. Big pause, bro. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's getting slammed in jail, bro.
Every night. Prison relationships is always a negative outcome. That is what most people think. But he will be coming home, and I'm certain of that. I'm sure.
Well, okay, here's the thing why people look at it negatively is because of this. You married a man who's in jail for life that you will never see again. Now, granted, I guess if you're fine with that, cool. But like, for the rest of the world, when you marry someone that's in jail for life, it just looks like you're wasting, not your life, but like a partner that you could have that's outside of jail that could help you with your whatever you need, right? And okay, this is just fucking crazy, bro. I don't agree with this. I would never do this, right? I wouldn't like marry a woman. Don't care how bad she is. Wouldn't marry a woman if she's in jail for life. You know, I would get it if he was in jail for maybe a few years. I could get that. I could get you waiting, okay? But he's in jail for life! And here you are thinking he won't get out of jail for that? I'm just confused. All right, let's keep going. I'm yapping.
Invited my mama over today. She's brutally honest, so I expect she gonna have some words.
You need to think about the reality. What if he do come home, and what if he do have an eye? Baby.
You're acting like he's gonna get out. I'm still like, you know, messed up about he's in jail for life. He's not getting out.
So
Okay.
This is like a magazine that I made of myself.
It
has a lot of...
Oh, you made it yourself? Bitch, I thought you were in Vogue for a second. I was like, who is this? I don't know who this is. But she made it herself? All right.
Stuff to do with like my relationship and just like where I want to be. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. That's one of my favorite.
Boy, that's kind of a hard quote. Let's read that again. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. That is bars. I don't know if she wrote that, but that's bars.
That's one of my favorite words of affirmation, and that highlights me and Mandy's relationship now. If I want it, it's already mine.
I mean,
so if
she's bad as fuck though. I want like look at that. Look pretty. She look fine in that, goddamn. And wait, did she take these photos professionally? Like she paid someone to do this just so she could put it in this magazine? Okay.
Want him to be out of jail? He already out of jail. I'm Martriana, and I married my high school sweetheart after he was sentenced to life in prison.
Yeah, after.
The hardest...
First off, why was he sentenced to life, bro? Like, he must have done something horrendous to get life. You know what I mean, bro? He should probably stay in there if that's the case. Yeah. But watch, they're not gonna tell you why he's in there for life. They're not gonna tell you. It's not our business. Okay.
Is me knowing who he is and feeling like somebody in there and they don't deserve that. You know what I mean? Outside of that, it's
well, what did he do? He don't deserve it. Tell me what he did then. I'll let you know if he fucking deserved it or not, bitch.
He has a life sentence right now. He's been in there for going on 7 years. People say a lot of stuff.
7 years? Oh my god. Wait, I'm confused. You married him when he was in jail. That's what you said? So how long have you been with him? Have you been with him for 6 months? Have you, oh my god, I can't talk. Have you been with him for 2 years? 3 years? I don't know.
Why stick beside somebody that's in that situation, or he deserves to be there and they don't even know him? Imagine waiting, and when he gets out, you get cheated on and left. I see it every day.
Again, why is he... Did he murder someone? Yeah, he shouldn't probably marry someone that murdered someone. Okay.
Ain't no way y'all think y'all soulmate is in the Department of Corrections. Don't worry about that. I'm sure his bunk buddy is in them drawers every night. Somebody else called me a crash dummy. You coming to comment that benefited what? It did what? Prison relationships is toxic, or it's always a negative outcome. That is what most people think, but we're regular, normal people like everybody else that just love hard. I feel like we're a good example of healthy. I have the choice to be with who
but
I
y'all
want to
aren't
be
like
with.
normal people because you married someone in jail. That's abnormal. That's weird. And people that are in jail don't get married, especially when they're in jail. Y'all aren't actually married though. That's not illegal. Motherfucker, you can't marry someone when they're in jail, right? Okay, wait. Picture this. No way. Is she hoeing about? I don't know. Is she hoeing about? She's married to this guy, but outside of jail, she's smashing some other dudes. I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's doing that, but fuck, I don't know.
And I was only really interested in females. You could almost consider me lesbian when I was in high school, but I was interested in him. He knew I liked females. He knew I liked women. So he said, like, you can date women still. Like, I don't mind. Just let me know. He told me that was...
We know what type of relationship this is. She's hoeing around. To this day, she probably is. They decided that they can have multiple people that they're talking to when they're together. So that means she is probably slamming other dudes, and he is probably slamming, well, I don't know if he's slamming other dudes, but he, is probably open to also slamming other women if he gets out.
I had a little girlfriend or just somebody I was messing with. I told him about it, but it ended up getting around the school. And they kind of like talked about him for it and made him feel bad about allowing me to do that. It initially broke us up. In my mind, I was always with him when we was broken up. Nobody ever came even the little bit as close to him. When I found out that he was incarcerated, it was very hard for me.
Wait.
It was hard for me because I understood like he didn't deserve
Are those his kids? Did you have kids together? Or are those your kids? I don't know.
It was hard for me because I understood like he didn't deserve that and
Hopefully
he
we
doesn't
find
deserve
out.
that. I just was looking at his charges and just looking at the situation. I'm like, that's not him. What's going on? So
That's not him. Oh, he would never murder someone. People that say that, no, okay, wait, hold on. I get it if you say, oh, he wouldn't murder someone in a regular context. But it's like, when parents are like, oh, my kid would never cheat on a test. Well, bitch, he did. The fuck do you want me to say, bro? It's like kind of the same thing. Where it's like, you saw his criminal record. He would never beat up an old lady. He would never beat up an old man. Well, why is he in prison then? All right.
I ended up seeing his cousin outside after all these years. I was through with my relationship for good, and I was just kind of like, this is the time now to reach out. And I was like, tell him to call me.
Oh, did I miss something? She just said she got out of a relationship recently.
I'm now to reach out.
Well, not recently, but
for good.
Oh, she just said she was through with her relationship. Not with him, but with someone else she had. I don't know why. I feel like this is structured very confusingly. I don't know if that's just me, but like they're not saying why he's in prison. They're not saying whose kids there are. It's not. A lot of this isn't clear to me. I don't know if that's just me, but okay. So those kids were hers then? No, they were. What? I don't know. Those were his kids. Only if they had kids when they were high school. No, because they broke up in high school. I don't know.
I'm now to reach out. And I was like, tell him to call me. And he ended up calling me like 2 weeks later. It felt like my heart was literally like beating out my chest. I was on the phone just like, literally, that's how I was. Because it's like, how do you fit 9 years worth of words into this short conversation? I just felt every single butterfly you could possibly have on this earth in my stomach. I didn't expect for us to get back together right away, at least. But he was just like, I love you the exact same. And literally every emotion I felt, he felt it. And I was like, this is it. That was my initial.
But like, but he's in prison though. He could just be saying that. And if he knows he's getting life and never getting out, he could just be a bitch and just say, oh yeah, I love you so much, man, I love you. Like, if I ever get out here, yeah, we're gonna. He could just say that. But like, that doesn't mean he's being truthful. Okay.
Reaction to everything.
This is a shit show right now, dude.
A life sentence?
Jeez.
I didn't think of it, nothing like that. It was more so like, okay, now what we gonna do to fix this?
You can't! He's in there for life. What the fuck are you gonna do? Break him out?
I just went right into solve this problem mode. Hello?
You ain't gonna solve it though.
How's your day going? I talk to him all day. He need to slow down. Cause them calls cost, but we talk all day and I love it. I try to visit him.
How much do prison talks, like phone calls, cost? I don't know. That's interesting. I never thought about that.
Basically, twice a month. Being able to see
Twice
him
a month?
physically, obviously, that's the best part. As far as my kids go, I feel like
Okay,
we're
those are her
setting
kids.
positive examples for them. My younger son, he now understands jail, and we have not only tried to teach him that this isn't a place you want to be, but just because you're there, it doesn't make you any less of a person. He initially proposed to me over.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, I mean, depending on what you did. If you're a PDX fellow, yeah, fuck you, you should die. But if you're in there for like, I don't know. Okay, let's say this. You don't pay any tickets, like speeding tickets for like months and they catch you, you'll go to jail. But if I know that's your criminal record, I'm not going to look at you sideways, bro. It's like, yeah, you didn't pay a speeding ticket. I don't give a fuck, bro. You're still cool, dude. You know what I mean? So I think those are good morals in a way, depending on why they're in jail.
Phone. I'm like, yes, yeah. Let's get married. Come on, let's do it. I'm with it. Let's do it. That day was very nerve-wracking.
What?
Uh-oh.
Is that it? Is that real? No.
Always imagine having a big wedding and more people being there. He wanted more people to be there too. He was kind of like, babe,
What are you on about? Wait. People can get married in prison. Are you fucking serious? This is actually a thing, because this is obviously like they're not outside. This is like not a green, well, it could be a green screen.
so sorry that I'm not able to give you this. You could tell when he was reading his vows to me, he was so nervous, and I just thought that was so cute. I'm satisfied. He could have gave me a ring pop as a ring, and I would have been perfectly fine, because I know his heart and I know his intention. I was initially a little nervous about telling my mom. I tell her everything, so.
What the flip? You can marry someone in prison. That is baffling to me. What the fuck? I guess that kind of makes sense if they're not in there for that long. But he's in there for life! What do we do? I don't know.
She knew we were back in communication. She knew that this was something that I always wanted, especially with him.
All right, let's see what the mom's gonna say, bro. Hopefully she says some.
Like, are you serious? I invited my mama over today to talk about me and Manny's relationship. She's brutally honest, so I expect she's gonna have some words.
When she first told me that she was getting back together with him, I was real skeptical. I made mistakes in the past being with people that's incarcerated and then it don't work out. When he come home and it's all this temptation out here, who's to say what's gonna happen? That's my worst fear. You need to think about the reality.
So what was your concern when we got back together and you realized he was in jail this time?
Baby. Okay, I was like having skeptical kind of thoughts. Knowing the type of person that he is and for the crime that he's in jail for, it's like, what happened? Like, because I never knew him to be like a thug. So when I heard about the cases or whatever, I'm like, oh no, people change.
A thug? What the fuck did he do? Almost murder? Like, what are we doing here? I'm not gonna know.
And I just didn't want you to get into a situation and regret it. I want to know that your future is bright. We feel like when he do come home, it's gonna be this type of way. Okay, he's gonna nurse.
When? He isn't.
What if he do come home, and what if he do have an eye, or you know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying I won't make mistakes, but I do take what you say.
That's valid. How about even not even the cheating thing? It's just like, how about if he comes home, he's like, I ain't taking care of these kids, fuck you, and he goes away. And he goes back to that street life, bro. You know what I mean? Because if you're a dad and you're a thug or whatever, a gamer, whatever the fuck, that's not a smart idea, bro, for obvious reasons. But yet, would she still stay with him if he was a part of a gang and doing all that fuck shit? Who knows? I don't know.
As far as you goes, like, you know, I've been married before, I'm divorced. And I lost myself in that marriage. However, I don't want to spoil the energy or nothing like that, so I'm going to support you in your dreams and whatever you feel like makes you happy, then I want to be there in that moment.
Well, I definitely appreciate you coming and just be honest, because I knew you was going to be honest, and I love you.
I love you more.
I like to say to the people that judge my decisions that it's probably some things that I don't like that they do, but I don't judge them. There's nothing wrong to me with loving somebody. This is what I'm doing. I'm just loving someone. It doesn't matter where he's at, where he resides. I love someone. The future holds a lot for us. He will be.
It's just like he will be coming home, but here's the thing. If he comes home and does what he was doing when he was not in prison, what the fuck are you gonna do then? He's fucking gangbanging around, do whatever the fuck, what are you gonna do then? He gets put in a bad position, and possibly you get put in a bad position. You could get killed because he's affiliated. That's the fact of the matter. And it's like, are you still gonna be with him because of that? I don't know. She's the biggest example of I can fix him. Exactly, bro. That's fucking facts, bro. Can you fix him? Probably not. I mean, I know jail can sometimes change people's mindsets. Kind of, sometimes. Kind of a mixed bag of, you know, jail just sending bad people away forever. And also, you know, they're in prison and then they get out and then they do the same things that they were doing just to get thrown back in prison. Or they go to prison and they come out and they're different. It's just kind of Russian roulette, you know, you don't know what you're gonna get. It's the delusion for me. She keeps saying when he's out, when he's currently serving a life sentence. That's what I'm saying. And also another thing, like, he could be just dangerous to you. He could get out, say all these things in prison, and then he gets out and he beats you. Anyway though, y'all, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff you don't have to do, and you have a good day. I love y'all, and peace.
Two shawty's getting live in the hatchback. Ass up, world star with the clapback. Young man with a plan, it's the campaign. Mommy wants some rosé, no champagne.